Hello, hello! Can everybody hear me? Hopefully it's working. The music? Oh yeah, it's really, very somber. I like it. Calming, you know? Good, good. That's awesome. Let's see, we got a few people in here already. That's nice. Very nice to see. How's everyone doing? Here to call me a nerd. Nice. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm the man, the myth. I don't know about the myth. I am a man, that's true. Doing great, Oriana. Oh, look at all these servers! Where are you guys going, huh? So, for me, I'm going to Solaris. I'll have an official announcement for that later, but that is exactly where my Genesis guild is going. How many hours till the game launches? Oh, Starks, I think it's August 10th at 8 p.m. EST, so about 24 hours from now, somewhere. Yep, Solaris, there's gonna be quite a few people there. Maybe some really big names from Genshin Impact, possibly. There might be some big names going there. Maybe, if I was a guessing man. Hopeful for Nightfall. Yeah, Nightfall looked cool too. That was a backup choice for our group. But it looks like the servers should be pretty solid from what we've been hearing. Yo, how's it going, Jarrett? How's this game gonna be? Don't know a lot about it. Oh, this game I think is gonna be fire. This game is a MMORPG, anime style, kind of like Genshin Impact, and it's definitely got a lot of in-game stuff. If you're interested in leaderboards and PvE and PvP stuff, you will like this game. Weapons attached to pre-made characters. So if you're talking about the character that you design, you talk about this guy, then no, it's your weapon's not attached to that. Your weapons. Okay, where do we start? So in Tower of Fantasy, they use the Simulacrum weapon system, which summons the spirit of heroes from whatever dimension and their weapons along with them. It's kind of like a Fate Stay Night type deal, if you've ever seen that before. And so what happens is you pick 3 of those simulacrum to use as your 3 weapons, and you can swap between them freely. Oh, what else we got here? Thinking of going over to the server you selected, Singapore and Asia Pacific. Yeah, there's a lot of good server names on the Asia Pacific region too. Are you able to game with your friends if you're on other servers? I'm not super sure about that one, Mega. I think that these servers are going to be kind of locked in, so you might want to coordinate. Although I know on the CN version, they did have a lot of people or they had a lot of these like tickets or something that you could use to swap servers, so we might get that in the future. Oh gosh, we got a lot of chat here. Okay, let me try a speed run through this chat. No, yeah, pre-made character. Genshin, but MMO? Yeah, basically. Like, I loved Genshin Impact. I played it quite a bit. But man, like, once I beat Spiral Abyss and got all the stars, I was just kind of like, well, now what? Like, what do I do? So that was unfortunate, but this has that end game, so I think that's a really good selling point for this game. If you swap weapons in-game, does the character change outfit? Yes, you can have it change the outfit to the Simulacrum's appearance, but you can also keep your pre-made character set. So you can have it look like whatever you want it to look like. Never played Genshin, but you know about it. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, you swap weapons and stuff. What am I playing, Gamer Girl? This is Tower of Fantasy. This is, it's not out yet. This is the download, so you can go ahead and start creating your character, and you can kind of set up your region, your server, and all that good stuff. We'll hop into some other stuff. I have some cool things in store for you guys so that we can present all that. So we'll have some nice little tidbits of info and some special things exclusive to this stream that you guys will get to check out. What server am I joining? I'm joining Solaris, selected on the screen down here at the bottom. That is where I will be. How bad is this game? Oh, it's bad. Very bad. Very good. That's definitely nice. Yo, what's up, chocolate-covered gummy bears? That sounds delicious, by the way. Characters look cool? Yeah, we can check out a little bit of those. They have a lot of these random sets that you can make. You can customize it, like the eyes and the outfit, the height, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. They also have presets that are popular. Basically, people just copy stuff from other games. Like this one is, you know, 2B from Nier Automata, and they have a bunch of other cool things in there. So sky's the limit with customization. You can kind of do whatever you want there. You don't know anything about this game. Is it pay to win? Is this game pay to win? Yeah, this game does have some pay-to-win elements in PvE. In PvP, it is completely balanced. There is no pay-to-win at all. In PvE, you can definitely get an edge by having some strong characters, but you can also overcome that with playing the game smart. You do get a lot of roles for free in this game. It is very generous. Am I making a guild? No, I joined Genesis. It's a guild I've been playing with since CBT. Time gate energy system? Yep, there is. It's called Vitality. It's very similar to Resin. It's Becky, by the way, Seth. Becky? I don't know Becky. Hold on. What do you mean, Becky? You like creating anime characters and uploading them? Yeah, I think people did and a couple other characters. I'm sure if I scroll through, you can put, whoa, what is that? I don't even know what that is in the bottom there. That one's freaky. I don't think this is supposed to be Hordo from Spice and Wolf, I guess. It's pretty good. Or maybe that's from Shield Hero? I don't know. One of the two of those. Yeah, there is a boob slider. If that's what you're wondering about, there is definitely a boob slider. They added that back into the game by popular demand. Can you imagine? Can you click lobby? What does that mean? You just want to see some more lobby, like of this scenery? Is that what you want? Is it on mobile? Yep, it's mobile, but it's also PC. It's going to launch PC and iOS at the exact same time, so you can play on either one. It's up to you. The game looks really smooth, though. Everyone's choosing Solaris server. I think it's because there's a lot of content creators going there. We plan to hype it up with some tournaments and stuff. I did some shoutcasting on the content creator event. It was a great time, so I think that'll be very fun. Zenchin, thanks for the content for launch. Elaborate more on the level 18 day 1 cap. What does that mean for day 2 and week 1? Yeah, sure, I can elaborate some on that. So basically day 1, you're going to be capped at level 18. You cannot go any further. You can fill up the XP bar to max so that you're about to go to 19, but you won't go any further than that. And then day 2, it's going to open up to like level 20, and then 24 on day 3. So what's going to happen is the story mission and the XP that you can earn is just going to be slowly releasing as time goes on. And I think they did that so that, some guy doesn't stay up for like 84 hours straight and, end up hurting himself and get massively ahead of everyone. It's just like, okay, just chill out, do your stuff. There are tons of other things that you can do to make some meaningful progress. I talk about that in a few videos, so, we could definitely go over some of that stuff a little bit later if you guys need. What else we got here? Becky, check your Discord DM. Alright, I'm checking right now. Oh, I see Becky. Okay, what's up? Oh yeah, from New World. Nice, nice. Extra Pog. How many hours until the server launch? About 24 hours, something like that. When can you play the game? Yep, same answer, 24 hours. You'll be able to play it. Yeah, thanks, Ein. I'm definitely doing fine. Did I miss a message from you up top? Let me scroll up and see. Hopefully I got it all. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that's everything. When you're on the tab for community-made characters, yeah, sure. I can scroll down and show those. It's also different for the male and female version, so... Oh, what happened to the characters over here? Okay. Oh, just not load? Okay, there you go. Oh, you can hit the next. Oh, no, not the next. Whoops. Yeah, that did not do anything. We'll show some of the male characters. I got Itachi, by the way. That's what I designed for mine, so... Here's some of the male characters. This looks like, what's that guy from Naruto? What's his name? With the orange hair and the ring gun. Oh man, Pain. Is it his name Pain? I think that's him, right? Yeah, that might be him. Pain, yeah, there you go. Nice ninja. Oh no, now I'm Sasuke. This is a pretty good Sasuke. These people have done some impressive stuff. This guy's from Genshin Impact straight up. Somebody tried to make... What's this? Oh, never mind. This kind of looks like a Attack on Titans guy or something like that. Doesn't it? That looks like an Attack on Titans guy. No way. Is this Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter? That's pretty good. Oh, snap. Yeah, these are good. Some people spent some time on these. I like them. Surprised there's no like Tokyo Ghoul with those eyes like that. Is this Bennett? This is Bennett. Oh my god, it's Bennett. Get out of here. Shiro from Fate? Which one is that? What number? There's numbers at the top. Tell me which number that is and I'll check it out. Oh, that might be this guy. Isn't this guy from Fate? Isn't this Archer or something like that? That kind of looks like him. Lobby right of your character. I don't see that. Lobby right of... Oh, lobby. That doesn't do anything. Oh, it does. Wow. And then there's all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Good job, Pato. Patwa. Oh man, that one's hard to say. You can only play as Shark Boy or Lava Girl? Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Yeah, that's him, Archer. Okay, I didn't know his name was Shiro. Oh yeah, you got some Tokyo Ghoul looking people in here. Can I sort by like popularity? Popularity vote? There we go. Okay, these look pretty good. Is that Hinata? Definitely a big fan of Hinata. That's a pretty good looking Hinata. I like that one. That's definitely pretty clean. They gave us character creation when about... Yeah, pretty much. I imagine everybody's gonna, you know, make their character look like their favorite anime character. I mean, come on. Like, you can't pass up on the opportunity. It's too good. Hey, does Volt Resistance from Nemesis work in PvP or just PvE? I actually do not know the question to that because we haven't seen that on the CBT server. So we shall find out day one, and I'll let you know as soon as possible because that is one of the first things I test. But if I had to guess, I don't know if it would because I know that the Wanderer's Awakenings do not apply in PvP, as well as several other like buff type things. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe someone knows better than me. Maybe Chocolate looks like he has the answer. We'll see. Nigel, hey man, I got a question. If we make a preset customization, does that mean every account we log in can use that preset? So I think there's like a number that you can do with the presets, and you can like export them. So you can import, but you can also share. So like if you hit share, you can like copy your character's ID and it will have like an ID image, and then you can use that number to export it to wherever you want. Which server am I going to play on, Rayan? I am going to play on Solaris. That is gonna be where I'm at. Kirito based? Yeah, Kirito based. Yeah, let's check out these more in this lobby. I like this. Let's go popularity vote. And check out any other recognizable characters you guys see here. Is this... Oh, this is from... oh, man. It was like the anime with the little girl riding the like flying broom or something. And she was fighting like the Germans or something like that. I can't even remember what that was called. There's all kinds of anime characters here. Well, I'm surprised there's no League of Legends character. Is this supposed to be Nezuna or Nazuna from Demon Slayer? Looks like it. Put a band-aid over her mouth instead of a like God's thing. Tanya, yeah, I saw Tanya there. Fourth one is Raftalia. Yeah, that's very good. I like Shield Hero is strong. That was a great show. Gaining, thanks for all the content, TOF. You really enjoyed it? Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for watching. Definitely thanks for watching that. Yuyo Senki? Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. That sounds very familiar. Oh, no, it was like Tanya something. That was her name. It was like Tanya. Tanya something. Maybe it was Tanya Yuyo Senki. Let's check through. What else we got here? Oh, gosh, we got a neon-haired bunny girl. This girl is definitely from Demon Slayer. That's a pretty good one. Number 423 there. That's pretty solid. I like that one. This one is from Gotobun. That's pretty good too. Got the headband. If you can't tell, I'm a huge anime nerd. Edward Elric. I like it. Edward Elric. That's classic. Definitely nice. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST, you can start to play. Yes, that is correct. 413. 413. Where's that at? 413. Bronya. Okay, Honkai. I never played Honkai. That's really cool. Can I check out the character by the ID number? I'm not sure if I could do that. I will check and see if I can do that here in a second. How would I do that? Does anybody know? I don't know if there's a way to sort. Top right, Bell. Oh yeah, you're right, Bell. Wait, that show has gotten really good. The Dungeon Wobidai show. Like, it was really bad for a while. Like, it had this long, drawn-out arc that nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, it came out with the new season, just this season. And, oh, man, that's actually getting really nice. It's definitely good. Can you make Griffith? I don't know. I don't know if you can make Griffith. I've found out that you can only search up the ID number in-game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't actually launch up the client, sadly, so there won't be anything I can do there. Rias Grimory, yeah, that's true. Oh, we got some ecchi people in here. Oh no, oh no. You guys are recognizing the hentai characters. How's it going, Korimaru? Character name, how do they work? Are they unique? I believe they're unique. They're definitely unique, because I tried to make multiple characters before, so you'll just name your character. And that should be locked in. First come, first serve. Oh, this guy's in the shadows here, man. I can't even see this guy. Who's this? Possessed Itachi? Dark Itachi? Jean from Genshin Impact? Tartaglia, too? Yeah, okay. Rule 34 from this game's gonna be fired. No, that's cursed, Penny. No. Don't do it. Oh, man. Oh, this is actually kind of this is a good Itachi, too. This is like older Itachi, where, you know, he's seen some stuff. He's seen some stuff there. Child Hinata? Nani? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah. Can we get a uwu in chat? Is that what we're doing now? Oh, man. We went full degen now that we're going Tower Fantasy. Just uwus all over the place. Import, you can type. Okay, let's try that out, Oriana. Let's see if that works. Import. Character ID. What was that number? I'm going to have to scroll up. It is 2025. That's an easy one. Boom. Unmatching character, cannot import. Unlucky. I'm guessing since the servers aren't up yet that it's just not gonna work like that. But we gave it an attempt. Alright, what number were we on? Let's get back to that. I think we were on like, I don't know, like 7 or something down here. We'll skip ahead a few. Oh, there we go. We got the Ubus. Where's Goku? Yeah, where's Goku? What the heck? Where's Goku? Come on. That should be an obvious... Oh! Look who I found, guys. Yo, who's this Pokemon right here? Do you guys know what Pokemon this is? Do password chests give nucleus? Password chests, from what I remember, they do not give nucleus. They give XP and materials. Although, I believe very, very rarely, sometimes you can get these weird, like, Ssr selector boxes from chests. I don't know if that's just supply pods, but we found it like once or twice in the betas, and we were like, what is this? And actually my friend got a Ssr selector chest. I think it was Fall, actually. Was it you, Fall? I'm not sure. But he got one out of one of the supply pods. It was very like rare, like a super low drop. Escanor. Yeah, Escanor Giga Chat. Oh, this is yeah, that's Escanor. Yeah. I recently watched this video on YouTube. It was like a fight between Escanor and like one of the other guys from 7 Deadly Sins. I can't remember. The brother of the main character, Meliodas. Man, I always forget that guy's name. He has the dark powers. But it was really cool, like an animated fight. Yeah, it was you, Fall? Okay, good. Nice. 242. Oh, you think that's her from Call of the Night? I like Call of the Night right now. It's really good. But this also looks kind of like from Boku no Hero, you know, the bloodsucker girl. Zeldorus? Yeah, that might be his name. Alright, let's check next page. Got some Sasuke up in here. Another Raftalia. Some sort of possessed Naruto. This is definitely Bakugo in the top right. What is that? Toga Uwu Bloodsucker Girl? Yeah, pretty much. Toga's that, like, crazy, you know? Like you want to be friends, but not really that good of friends, but, like, friends. She's like that stalker, you know? Anya? Yeah, I guess Anya Forger. That's true. That's pretty decent. I feel like you would have to be a little bit smaller. That's like a teenager Anya, maybe. Found 3 Bennett's already. Yeah, that's a lot of Bennett's. Drew, what's up, Drew? Oh man, it's been a while. Gucci Mane. Yep, okay. One Piece characters? Yeah, where are the One Piece characters? Zeldris, yeah, that's definitely his name. I was like, Zeldors. I was like, it's kind of close. It's kind of getting there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Kaching. I see Kaching. Oh, that's definitely... Who's that really, really lame 4-star ice character from Genshin? I forgot his name. Eye Patch Man. What's that dude's name? I don't even remember. And we got your boy main hero from Boku no Hero. That's good. I think that's supposed to be Demon Slayer. They tried. Mona as well. Miku? Yeah, Miku, that's true. Lame. Yeah. What's his name? Kenya? Something? Kaya, yeah, that's right. CC Code Geass? Yeah, okay. Nice. Those are good ones. I see some, like, really impressive ones. Some of them are just, like, alright, but some of them people spent a lot of time on. You can definitely see. I like this mask. I don't know what it is, but I like the mask. Wait, this character looks familiar. What is that from? This is Neon Genesis, maybe? Nezuko. Kind of ordinary? Oh, unlucky. That's okay. Ordinary's good too. Ordinary is good as well, you know? Sometimes it's good to just be normal. You don't always have to be a quirky, impressive person, you know? Is this Robin from Batman? Oh no, they did not do this. Oh, why would they do that? Kill Bill, someone made Nemesis. Nice, I like the Nemesis. Trunks, yeah, Trunks is always good. This one kind of looks like the main character. What's that show? He has like dual pistols and he lost his arm in the beginning. Man, I'm struggling to recall these. Like, I know them all, but I always forget like the name. I'm like, what is that name? I wonder what number 110 is. That looks really cool, but I don't know what it's from. Tokyo Ghoul. Yep. What was bottom left from? What game is bottom left? That's from 103, I think, is Nier Automata. That's 2B. Kaneki? Yeah, Kaneki. Yeah, that's right. And his harem of party members, I suppose you could call them party members. He does all the work while they just follow him around, but, you know. Kaneki, yeah. Genos from One Punch, nice. Is Australia AP or C region? I think somebody, one of my friends, Vulcan, was talking about Australia, and he had to like pick what server. He was talking about picking what server he was going to play on based on ping. So I don't know where you guys have to go for Australians. So sorry about that. I know that Australians kind of got a little bit scuffed for the launch, and people from India too. That was really unfortunate. I got a lot of comments. People from India didn't have like the download available in the region or something. Hajime, yeah, that's right. Hajime, not Kaneki. Yeah, sorry, Hajime. I'm surprised nobody made like Raiden Shogun. Like, where's that at? That one looks like Ayaka. What do you guys think? Should I come up with a unique look for my character, or should I just rock the Itachi? Because I did rock the Itachi for closed beta. But I feel like everybody's going to be picking these characters, right? Maybe I should make one that looks different. Aizen from Bleach 110. Yeah, that's pretty good. When I was a kid, my mom used to make me have hair like that. Like, she would always make me have like the straight back hair. It was really weird. So I feel Aizen's pain, you know? Hinata Hyuga? Yeah, Hyuga's in there. Skeletor bust, yeah. Edward Elric's up in here. Raptalia again. I think we're going into repeats at this point. Alright, so we've looked at quite a few characters. We've definitely looked at quite a few characters. But when you guys get in, you guys can download this all yourself. And then you can go ahead and play around with all the appearances. Like, you can adjust the hairstyle. You can put cat ears on yourself if you want to put cat ears. Whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. You can do all kinds of interesting things. You can get tattoos and face paint scars. So really, sky's the limit here. You could kind of design your character however the way you want to go. Edgerine. Edgerine. Arias from High School DxD. Yeah, those are good. Alright. There's definitely some good stuff in here. I like this character selector. It's definitely good. I may spend some time to edit my character later on, because I know that we get the pass from the pre-registration rewards that'll allow us to change our character at any point in time. So I'll probably use that to go ahead and fix my character the way I want it to go. I'm going to pick Itachi for the start just because I want to be quick and min-max. I'm a big speed runner, so I love doing stuff like that. I'm going to try to hit number 1 on the leaderboard for everything as quick as possible. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about some other stuff here. I'm going to switch over scenes, and we are going to get into some goodies. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're hopping over to the main website now at this point. And as you can see, we do have a countdown. This countdown's so off. I told the devs, I was like, hey, guys, your countdown's a little scuffed, but I think they kind of fixed it now, so it's not too bad now. It used to be super off. Now it's good. Now we're solid. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that because we're gonna start playing music. Okay, there we go. Eden is a good server? I haven't heard much about Eden. I have not heard much about Eden. What I've been hearing so far is Solaris and Nightfall. Those are the two I've been hearing. It's not off, it just lags if you tab away and it refresh connect itself. Okay, interesting. You're afraid about server capacity? Somebody was saying that the devs were assuring us that that would be okay in terms of server capacity. I think that their servers are a little bit different than how normal server things work. I think they have like a big infrastructure, and then these are more like shards of servers, if that makes sense. Yeah. Who did I hear is going on Nightfall? I heard that there were some like whale gaming clans, like, you know, those like multi-gaming clan groups like that just migrate from game to game. I heard there were some of those going on there. No grass gaming. It will be, what does that mean? No grass gaming. Don't touch grass gaming, maybe. You refresh yourself. All right, let's start taking a look at some of these rewards. I know some of you guys have seen this stuff coming up. This is the Global Launch special reward events that are going in here. So we're going to start talking about some of these things because you get a lot of stuff. 55 rolls right here. 55 rolls. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's like, you're pretty much going to hit pity right there, especially with some of the characters in the game. The Dark Crystals are nice too, although that's not a very high number. But the Ssr Relic is going to be huge, as well as the Ssr weapon of your choice. For the Ssr weapon, what are you guys going to choose? Let me know in the chat. What are you picking for the Ssr weapon? How's it going, Floppy? Floppy. Follow the pores wherever the pores go. Yeah, I think a lot of the pores might be on Solaris, because I feel like a lot of people are going to flock there for content creators. Whales are migrating to Nightfall. I'm hoping to join Vulcan and join you on Solaris. Nice, that's good. Vulcan is a good guy, so joining us on Solaris would be great. Meryl, you're going to pick Meryl. Nice. Meryl is a solid choice. Do you guys think that that crown on top of Meryl's head looks like the Rune King symbol from League? Like this thing? Doesn't it look like she's possessed by the Rune King? I'm pretty sure she is. I think she got defeated. She's now in servitude. Unlucky for her. Or lucky, depending on whatever she likes. What do we got here? King or Samir? Yeah, King or Samir. Samir. Yeah, I love some Samir. Samir is really good. I hear you don't choose the weapon until after your first 90. You could wait. I don't know why 90. That's a very bizarre number. 80 is when you hit the first pity, the pity in the banner, and you get pity at 30 as well. Also, I'm pretty sure that there's a pity for the Matrix system too at 20, because we did a lot of runs and we kept getting a legendary Matrix at 20 for some reason. It could be coincidence, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. What's up, Owns? How's it going? Tsubasa or Meryl? Yeah, those are both good as well. Let's see. Joey says, which one is good for starter DPS, heal or tank? For starter heal, if you're talking about the selector, Zero's pretty good. Coco's pretty good for healers. Tanks is Meryl would be very strong. Huma's also really powerful. Hold off using the SSR selector until after 80 summons. You could do that. You could see what you get with your 30 marker that will happen for everybody one time for each new account. The first 30 summons will give you a guaranteed SSR. And then after that, you're just looking at every 80 summons, so you could see what you get. Oh, it's supposed to be 80? Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, the only reason you would want to use... I mean... I don't know, if you know what you're going already, it probably doesn't matter when you use your selector. The only way that would matter is if you somehow hit more than 6 copies of that character, but that's pretty unlikely, especially really early on. Ticket is going for Huma King Samir. Would really depend on the 3080. Yeah, okay. You're going to let fate decide if you happen to get a king, just go for king. Yeah. How quick can you reach the 30? Oh man, you could get the 30 in like less than a half hour if you're fast. Oh, maybe even quicker than that. You might have it right out the gate because remember, keep in mind, we're getting 55 dark crystals over this event, or 55 rolls over the event plus other stuff. I mean, you can get that thing real quick. Yeah, 20 minutes, that might be correct, Jesu. Can you explain how armor works? Is it like artifacts in Genshin? Yeah, I can explain how armor works, HK. So armor is something that you apply onto your character. You have a slot, so like helmet, chest piece, gloves, wristband, and what happens is that's going to increase with your rarity. So when you get the rarity up, you're going to get access to more stats. Each armor piece has a set amount of stats, so like the pants will always have like HP, and then it'll have a separate section that are random rolled stats. And I believe that the legendary equipment pieces or armor pieces have 4 random roll stats. So you could roll crit and then attack or physical attack as well. So you could double up on attack. So it's exactly like artifacts from Genshin, but minus the set bonus. The set bonus is tied into the matrix system, which is a separate gacha. Let's see. How long till 80 you think? You could get, if you wanted to, you could get 80 on the first day, especially with all these rewards. If you want to run around and collect all the golden orbs, use like a map resource. You know, like this one. Or this one. And you click this button, and then you're like, wow, look, there's all those golden orbs. And you just run around and collect them. Just keep in mind that the supply pods, if you're looking for supply pods, those won't unlock until the server ages. So new supply pods will unlock all the time as the server goes on. Anyway, you streaming 24/7 until the server's up. I mean, I need to sleep at some point, guys. My plan was to do some Q&A and kind of do a bit here, and then I'll probably call it at some point. But I will definitely be streaming for the launch tomorrow, same time, most likely. Maybe a little bit earlier. So be sure to check me out. I'm going to show you my run to 18, power level to 18, all that good stuff. Try to hit server first, world first, all that fantastic, race launch day stuff. Remember for the guide not to spam rolls and save things that give XP when you're maxed. Yep, that is true. You could, now with that from the guide, you can go ahead and just take all those things if you're willing to put in the time to find respawnable chests later. And you can do that. That is a viable tactic. So you don't have to follow that like it's gospel. Just keep in mind that if you do pick up those supply pods, you're just going to have to pick up like twice as many chests later on of the respawnable version. Have I played any of the beta versions? Yep, I've played every single beta. I played all the way, pretty much every day of every beta, and I got the top 10 on the ladder for both PvE and PvP. Can I send the map in the Discord? Yep, I can put the links for all of this stuff in the video after, so you'll be able to go back and rewatch it if you want. And then I can also put the link in the Discord as well. I'll put all these resources that I look at today into the Discord. If you haven't checked out that Discord, there should be a link in the video description. Let's see. Is it modify substat on gear? No, it's static. It basically rolls random, so you're going to spend a lot of time trying to find a perfect piece of gear. And then once you find that, you're going to feed other gear into it to increase its level. When does Global release? August 10th at 8 p.m. EST. Might have to time convert that for your region if it's different, or time zone. Is Claudia B or Cobalt going to be on Global the first day? I believe they are not going to be on Global on the first day. The first limited banner that we have coming is Nemesis, and we do not know what else is after that. Does it matter which server you play on? I think it does. I think you will play with people on that specific server. Let's see. How many question marks have I seen? What does that even mean? A lot of question marks. There's a lot of questions here. If you didn't pre-register, will you still be able to get the rewards? So the pre-register thing is weird because I feel like it says, hey, you want to pre-register, but really what that means is just log in the first couple weeks of the game. So I think you just have to register, like exactly like it says here on screen. You have to register within 180 80 days after the launch. And then you just get all the stuff in-game. It's like the in-game event. Something about saving dark crystals for later release? Yeah, saving your dark crystals for later limited characters is a good idea. Although Nemesis is one of the strongest character. Like, she's really good. She's like a standard in a lot of comps. Like, there's a few characters from the Chinese versions that are really strong. Nemesis is one of them. Bayuki and Mark and Lin and Lyra. Like, a lot of the new characters. Saki Fua has one of the highest DPS right now in the game, actually. But pretty much, like, every character that comes out is probably just gonna, like, get better and better. But, like, each element has, like, their star player. Is Nemesis, King, and Samir a good team? Yes. That's gonna be probably the best team at the very start. For DPS. For DPS only. You did pre-register and accept the valid. Basically had to make it count. That's really weird. That's very strange. Alright, let's talk about that SSR selector. So the SSR selector is going to be really important. What are you guys planning on picking for that? I don't even know if you've seen for the relics. I'm talking about the Ssr Relics. And you see the picture of this Colossus arm right here? That's actually a really, really good Ssr Relic to select. I remember, I think Fall, if you're still here, I remember in the beta, everybody had a Colossus arm, and we just slapped the boss down really fast. But it's got like a long cooldown, but it just turns you into like an absolute monster. You're just punching things and shooting rockets. Should you use all your dark crystals on Nemesis? If you're free to play and you're not buying anything, it's going to be unlikely that you're going to be able to obtain 2 copies of Nemesis, which you need 2 to kind of transform her into a healer. So I would probably wait if you're free to play. But if you're somebody who wants to spend some money, then you can probably just, go ham and get your Nemesis. Are relics long cooldowns? Yeah, relics can vary. Some of them can have small cooldowns, and they do a lot of, they do a good amount of damage, and then some of them have ridiculously long cooldowns, like 300 seconds. So it's like several minutes, and they're very, very powerful. So this is one of them, that Colossus arm, so you can just jump in there and kind of, destroy people. We could check out these relics. We'll talk about them on the screen here. These are the Ssr relics here. You can see Colossus Arm is going to be one of your better relics, as well as the Type V armor. Type V armor is incredibly powerful. Those are going to be your best 2 starting out. Later on in the late game, I've seen a lot of people using like the Omnium Shield and the Hologram Projector to power up their like wombo combos, like big one-shot combos. And if you're looking for SR relics, Missile Barrage and Magnetic Storm are very powerful. Especially in PvP. Those things are really nutty. What's the best relic? So relics aren't like specific to a team. It's just kind of like, hey, I want to do damage. Like all of these are good. So like everybody will probably be using the same relics. Like for world bosses, you're going to be using Colossus Arm and Type V armor plus like 4 others. Because keep in mind, you can have 2 relics on for the slot, but you can switch your relic slots in combat or out of combat as soon as you get out. So you can just alternate cooldowns like that. You can have 3 sets total. Which relic looks the coolest? Looks the coolest. I mean, just off of appearance, I like this Quantum Cloak. It definitely looks really stylish, yeah. I like it. What about for PvP? PvP, you can only have 2 relics in. You can't swap multiple relics. So you have to pick the 2 relics that you want to go in with. But all these relics work, so you can use them in there. They're very strong. If your aim is a physical team, should you bother with Nemesis? I was planning on going King Crow Tsubasa. No, I probably wouldn't bother with Nemesis if you are going for a physical team, because if we do get like Claudia or Mark in the future, that's really gonna, lock in that physical team for you, because those are both physical characters. Free to play should skip Nemesis. Yeah, bank up your pools and then see how many you got towards the end. And if you think you can get 2 copies of Nemesis, then you might want to roll at the end of the banner. But if it doesn't look like you can do that, then I wouldn't worry about it. Yep, no problem. Best free-to-play comps for each role? Yeah, it's a little bit of a tough one because a free-to-play comp is going to vary on RNG very heavily. Because one free-to-play player could end up with like 5 SSRs and the other one could have 2. So that's going to be hard to say. But if you're looking for non-limited banner characters, you should probably go something like Ssr, King, and like Tsubasa or Coco. Actually, maybe Zero instead of Coco. Those will probably be really good for a DPS player. Tank players are pretty much free-to-play characters mostly, so you have no problem with that comp there. Is a 1-star Nemesis bad? 1-star Nemesis is good. 0-star Nemesis, like you just have the base copy, it's not that good because her ability triggers healing at the 1st star. Like we can go over to it. Oh no, did their website die? That would be unfortunate. No, okay. Well, the picture's not loading, but that's okay. We just want to look at it. So if you see 1 star here, it unlocks the ability to spawn an electrode that will heal your teammates when you use your abilities. So that's going to be where you're going to get most of your healing power from, and that's why it's going to be good. 0-star is good for PvP. Yeah, if you are a PvP player, you want to get 1 copy of every limited character just so that you have the option of playing it, because in PvP, all characters are increased to max stars while you're in PvP. Oh, there it goes. Now we popped in a character. It's just, you know, taking a while. People are probably hammering the site looking for information right now, so that's definitely good. Don't forget Shiro. Yeah, Shiro's pretty good. Yeah, Shiro's strong. Especially if Claudia ends up getting some of the weird changes she appears to be getting. You know, Shiro, Claudia, and whoever might be a really good combo. If Claudia comes out anytime soon, though, we don't know if it will or will not. Is it like Constellation? Yeah, it's exactly like Constellation in Genshin. You're going to unlock really powerful abilities as it goes up. Most fun to play weapon? I'm biased. I think it's Ssr, because you can jump around and do flips and just rain bullets from the sky, and for me that's a good time, right? That's just great. How much do you have to spend for every character 1 copy? I think for 1 copy, I don't think you have to spend anything. I think you just gotta play the game. And then you'll have dark crystals to spend on red nucleus. And by the time each limited banner character comes out, you should be able to get 1 copy of it. I hope Saki Fuwa's in global. Yeah, me too. That team, I saw a DPS run of Saki Fuwa, what was it? Lin and maybe it was one other ice character. They tried it with Tsubasa and Frigg, I think. And it was actually insane. It did like 200 million DPS compared to some other things. So yeah, Saki is crazy. Probably way too crazy. Definitely needs a nerfed. But we have seen nerfs. Like this ability right here for Nemesis got nerfed in the global version. Like in China, it's 389%. In global, it's 205. So like they're making balance changes so that things aren't that crazy. So maybe when Saki comes out, it won't be that good. Well, I mean, it'll still be good, but it won't be like, oh my gosh, this character's way better than everybody else. You know, I have to get it type deal. Ssr plus hologram? Yeah, Ssr and hologram is insane if you get a high-level hologram. That's definitely really strong. You're confused how the SSR works. Do you only get their weapons? What about their skins? So the SSR characters, it's a bundle. It comes with the weapon and the skin when you get one. So it's both of them. Completely new player, what should you be hoping to roll? Just any SSR? I mean, luck's going to determine that for you, but, you know, hope for King or Ssr or something like Coco or Zero. Good luck, though. CN players might be ticked off about that. Why would they be ticked off? Oh, like, you mean like CN players that are coming to global? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Otherwise, Nemesis would be OP. Yeah, Nemesis. Tsubasa got a nerf. Yeah, that is true. Tsubasa did get her damage buff removed from her arrow rain thing. As far as we know, that may not be the actual like official launch global notes, so I would definitely keep an eye on that. Like, remember guys, all this stuff is speculation from people that are, you know, testing stuff, so like this may not be the actual thing until it's official from Tower Fantasy. I wouldn't count on it being concrete. How do you get a Saki 6-star skin? Yeah, you just have to attain 6 stars of the character. That's how you would get all the skins for the characters. That's the only way to do it. Hope for Ssr King? Yeah. Balance or global is getting different balance changes? Yeah, maybe. But I think it's a good thing, because I know that the Chinese version has a lot of numbers that are, like, whacked out, and it's not that great. So our version is probably going to be better than the Chinese version, because it's going to be more like they've had more time. Like, we're learning from the Chinese version. We see all the mistakes or all the things that should have been, and we're applying that to the global, which is nice. It's really nice to have that. So it's essentially like the Chinese version was a giant test server for us, and we get to benefit from all the stuff that they learned. Maybe wait for Frigg or Bayuki. Yeah, Frigg is really cool. I heard there was like some infinite dash combo with Frigg or something like that. That sounds really fun. Bayuki is a very powerful lightning character. I'm definitely going to go for Bayuki when that comes out. Zero the Strange Cube, yeah. Any Pacific popular servers? I do not. I just know North American servers at the moment. PvP tier list. Yeah, I haven't really done that. We could do some tier list stuff if you guys want, though. You guys want to do some tier list stuff? You guys want to create some tier lists here? All right. What kind of tier list do you want? Go ahead and put in the chat. What do you want to see? PvE, PvP, speculation, characters ranked on appearance. What do we want here? Oh, I see a lot. PvP, a lot of PvP, interesting. PvE as well. Okay, we'll do both. We'll start with PvP, that seems to be popular demand right here. Alright, PvP. So we'll just talk about characters that are out, because honestly, I don't know about the characters that aren't out in PvP. I can't really tell you on that. But the tier list will probably look very similar to what I did before. So we'll start with Echo. I think Echo's probably in the E tier, because she just, I don't know, maybe even lower. We'll see. Maybe we'll put her in D. She has some okay ability. And remember, guys, this is PvP. This is just straight PvP. Should I type that somewhere? Let me just delete this. PvP S. Okay, PvP S rank. Yeah, Echo's around the D tier, because she has some okay aerial combos, but she just doesn't really have anything super special. Bailing is probably in the same boat with her. Bailing has nothing to offer in PvP. She just has base, like, physical damage, and that's pretty much it. And then NA. NA's pretty good. I think NA is probably, like, B tier, because she has a nice, like, hammer slam that you can do, like a combo that she does, this like skill that will allow this wind tunnel to like appear, and if you dodge while you're in that wind area, it doesn't take any stamina or whatever, any dodge. Only release characters at start. Yeah, Hilda's like F tier. Hilda's this machine gun like ice turret thing is definitely not good. Zero's up here, though. Zero is definitely S tier. Hilda is the worst. Yeah, Hilda's the worst, for sure. Hilda's definitely the worst. Broken tier for Lynn. Yeah, Lynn is broken from what I heard. I think Pepper's probably like alright. Pepper's like C tier. Tsubasa, I think she's pretty good. Like, if you can play a good ranged game, she's decent. Shiro is also the same. She has, like, strong physical damage, and her ultimate's just really powerful. Like, really, really, really powerful. So if you get caught in that, it's pretty rip. I think Ssr is somewhere here. It's like A or S. Depends on how everybody goes. Even in PvE. Yeah, we'll talk about PvE after. Meryl is up here, straight up. I'm gonna fill this in, and then you guys can ask questions on where you think each person should be and why. Oh gosh, this guy, I don't even know what to do with him. Throw him down there. And then we're not going to talk about these characters that aren't out, but Nemesis is out, so I'll probably put her up here. Something like this. And this could vary. It's probably slightly different from my tier list. A lot of these characters, in like PvP, like you could just pretend that B down doesn't, like, or maybe C down doesn't matter. Although King can be okay as a specialty, so you might be able to slightly go up to B. But you're looking at probably these 8 up top. These 8 are really strong. Crow, yeah, Crow is rough. Crow is maybe he's here, but like it doesn't matter because like he can't do anything because he has to attack people from behind, and that's like pretty much impossible. Like all of this is interchangeable. Like you could easily put this up or down like one tier based on however you want to go. Maintenance just got extended by 1 day. Yeah, nice bait, man. A nice bait. Don't follow the meta unless you enjoy tryharding. In PvP, yeah, I don't know about that in PvP. Like, don't follow the meta in PvP if you enjoy losing, maybe. Because it's gonna be a little rough. Like, the second this character right here, Coco, comes out against you in PvP, you're gonna wish you never said that. Nemesis S tier, even with the damage nerfs? Yeah, I still think so. The electrodes are really good. But I haven't had a chance to playtest this character, so I could bump it down a rank. All of these are plus or minus 1. Just keep that in mind. It's plus or minus 1 on these. So I could go up or down a rank, depending on just whatever happens. Assassin classes, so you're aiming for Crow. Yeah, Crow's really good in PvE, but he's not good in PvP, sadly. We'll go ahead and reset it. We can talk PvE now. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and place them all on the list for PvE. Let's see. Throw that one there. This one's probably alright. Same thing. It's probably there. Although this one might be changed to Tsubasa based on the nerfs. That's there. Bring you down. Nemesis up top. A lot of these characters are going in A tier. Oh boy. Maybe that's more like that. And where's Pepper at? Throw Pepper down there. Yeah, this looks about right. This is PvE now. This is talk about PvE. Yeah, King, Ssr, Nemesis will probably be your best comp. Tsubasa's pretty good, but since she did get nerfed, I might bump her down here to like A. She might be in A category. And all these characters are great. Coco's just like a worse version of Nemesis. Keep in mind this is all like 6 stars though. You're talking about like max characters. So if you don't have max in PvE, then this list will change a lot. Like if for some reason you have like a 6-star Shiro, it's gonna go straight up here, right to the top. And that can happen. I did 1,000 rolls and I ended up with a 6-star Meryl, and I had some of the other characters I didn't even have a copy of. Okay, let's go ahead and get some questions in here. Can Meryl sustain a lot of damage and deal decent damage or only tank? Yeah, her holding down left click ability is really strong. It does a lot of DPS. Yep, PvE. Do you need to be a free-to-play FPS player to play Tsubasa? In PvE, not really. Tsubasa just charge spams with her attacks, which is not It's like auto aim basically. So yeah, she just dodges and attacks. That's it, over and over again. Isn't Meryl much better at shield breaking than King? Meryl probably can break shields a little faster than King, but King adds a lot of DPS when he breaks the shields. Tier list based on 0 stars? Oh, you guys want to see a 0-star tier list? Like free to play 0-star tier list? We could do that. Let's do that. Is Tsubasa and Saki Fuwa? Yes. Tsubasa and Saki are really busted. Although Frigg might be better than Tsubasa, to be honest, with Saki. If you're gonna get Bayuki when she comes out, should you def pull for Nemesis right now? Yes. Yeah. If you're going for Bayuki, you need Nemesis. Okay, let's do the free to play. Free to play 1 star. Okay, guys. We'll type it F2P. Okay, we'll put this at the bottom because that makes sense. So I'm not gonna put anybody in this F rank. F2P 1 star. So we're talking like minimal stars. Free to play. You're just straight up free to play. Let's probably throw Echo there. This goes up to S tier. Because you're likely going to be able to get a 6-star copy of some of these characters, which is going to be weird. Oh, I'm not sure how good King is. That's a tough one. How good is King if you're like free to play with no stars? He's not that great, to be honest. This is kind of a tough one. You guys are making me tax my brain here. Shiro's alright. 1 second, I'll adjust some of these placements. I'm just trying to figure out where they need to go. Well, 1 star is like an A. Yeah, these need to be down a little. This character's definitely up here. Hot waifus and husband, yeah. King's still Shatter. Yeah, he does have the Shatter, that's true. I think I think this is probably like free to play, like you only have 1 star. Maybe King's up here. This is probably it. Crow's definitely Crow's really bad. He might even be joining Hilda down here. Yeah, he's not good at 0 stars, but he is pretty decent at 1 star because you can heal up everybody. He's not bad. So this is assuming free to play 1 star. Like you got 1 star on the character. You got 1 duplicate. That's it. But the 4-star or the SR characters, I'll just assume you have max of them because everybody gets max. Like you'll have 6 stars of every SR character, like the purple ones. So that's why I've placed them where I would place them essentially. Nice triangle. Yeah, trying to make one. King's still Shatter. Yeah, you're right. He does still have the Shatter. It's pretty good. King may even be a little higher, just depending. Like, I guess if you actually have 1 star, it could be a little bit better. Yep, no problem, guys. That's some good stuff there. I like doing things like that, just talking about those things, because, I don't know, there's a lot of cool stuff there. Alright, you guys want to hear some music? Like, some good music? We gotta check out some of these songs from the Chinese version here. Some of these are really good. Best SR is a Hammer Girl? Yeah, definitely. NA, Ice Girl, really good. Alright, Alright, first let's turn off the client thing here, and then we can listen to some of these things. Have you done the PvP tier list? Yeah, we did the PvP tier list. We did go over that a little bit. So if you guys haven't seen this is the Wanmei site. This is the Chinese website for the game, and they have a lot of cool things on here. There's a lot of different art and like little contests and things that you can take a look at. But some of these songs are really good. I know you guys have heard this one. This is the, oh boy, that's a little loud, huh? That's the standard song, but it's definitely got lyrics on there. By the way, this is all on the official website, so you can check that out, and credit to all the artists that have produced this content. Is Bai coming out? Baiki? I don't really know if it is. What do you guys think of this song? Do you like this one? Menu music? Yeah. This is a good song. Like, this artist is really good. Best team setup for Meryl? Probably Meryl, Huma, and King. Bow Girl for PvP? Yeah, she's pretty decent. The Frost one. Better with the fireworks? Yeah, I agree. You're twerking to this? I don't know if you can twerk to this. This is a wedding intro? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that as an anime outro. But imagine this as an anime intro, guys. Hold on. This is the fire song right here. This is so good. I had to search this up, and I listened to this on repeat. Yeah, right? You can find this music on the Wanmei website. It's part of the Tower of Fantasy Chinese version website. Isn't that good? That's so good. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I love that song. There's a lot of really good ones on here. But yeah, definitely check that out. I'll put a link below in the description so you guys can watch that. But it's just on the official website, and you can pop in, and they got like kinds of cool art and different things that you can check out, little webtoons and cartoons and stuff like that. So it's definitely cool to see like all that aspect of everything that's coming there. Let's see. Characters that don't say, oh yeah. Let's see. China only, do you have capabilities of pulling them in the beginning banner or no? Yeah, all the standard characters are there. Nemesis is the first limited banner character, but there's like 9 of the original ones. I think the rewards are bound to the account. So I think you just get 1. Oriana. I'm excited for all these rewards, to be honest. There's so much good stuff here. Like, take a look at this, guys. Like, look at all these red nucleus. The mounts. You get this little cube. Like, what is this cube for a mount? Like, what? I like this little pink flamingo looking guy, too. Oh, and actually, I forgot that we get a copy of Colossus Arms on week 3 of launch. That's actually really huge, because if we get the copy of the Colossus Arms plus an SSR selector for Relic, then you could essentially have a 3-star Colossus Arm really early out the gate, which gives you access to shooting missiles every time you attack, which is really powerful. They also have a lot of Twitch interactions and YouTube interactions for YouTube Livestream. I heard that we're going to get some stuff to give away, so that's going to be really fun eventually down the line. Do I know how the Twitch drop event works? Yeah, basically it's going to start as soon as the game starts, so like 8:10, as you can see right here on the screen. And then I believe that you could just watch anybody on Twitch and you would be able to get drops from them. So it's just going to go to like your inventory like normal Twitch drops would on the games. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there's like a rewards tab on the top right for Twitch. And then you have to watch them for like, oh, I don't know, like an hour, like have their stream up for like 30 minutes or an hour or something like that, and you earn it. Oh yeah, better rewards than Genshin? Yeah, definitely. There's so many rewards here. And not only is it better rewards, there's just so many more rewards that you can get in the game. Like, there's so many more roles. Like, because I remember trying to get like Primogems on Genshin, I could just never get any. Like, it just felt like I never got it. Yeah, I've decided on a server. I'm going to Solaris. Is there a date for a Steam launch? They haven't announced a date for that. They just said like stay tuned. So, you know, good luck. Twitch drop already started? Yeah, I think somebody did say some of it was starting early. Some people have Twitch drops for like other regions, I think, too. You can get Tsubasa or Meryl for your 30 pulls? Yeah, that would be good, Chocolate. Like, I think Tsubasa's... I really like Tsubasa. I'm a little sad that they nerfed her ultimate, to be honest. I'm a little salty on that, but it's okay, it's okay. I really like ice characters. Does devs also seem open to changing things? Yeah, I believe they are. I think they're going to make good adjustments so that, you know, the game makes sense and is not, like, broken. Is there a Friendless in game? Yep, there's a Friendless in game. Does it have a cap? I don't know. I've never had that many friends before. I guess we'll find out when we get in there. The closed beta tests were, like, they were big, but they weren't that big. Like, is Bayuki good without Nemesis? I mean, it's still good, but Nemesis enables her and makes her even more powerful. Does the game have elemental resonance or just weapon type resonance? The game has both. The weapon type resonance is in the game right now, and Nemesis will be the first character with an elemental type resonance, being Volt. So if you have 2 Volt characters, you're going to increase the Volt attack by, I think, 15%. Although that number may change, so we'll see. Is Nemesis available day 0? Yeah, Nemesis is available on day 0. You can immediately roll for Nemesis as soon as the game launches if you want. Franco asks, so you watched a few guides and none mention important stuff like group PvP, guild versus guild, or even stuff like dungeons. Is there anything like that? There is no group PvP. It is 1 versus 1. There is group PvP later on down the line. The Chinese version has a battle royale where you can team up with people, from what I understood. Guild, I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard anything about guild PvP. But dungeons, there are 4-player dungeons that you can do. There's the Join Opt mission that will be available at the start, and there's also things like Frontier Clash and Void Rift, so there are tons of things that you can do with a team. There's also world bosses where you can team up with like 30 people and go and fight them. What's the website where you can see all the character stats? That is the Tower of Fantasy info, towerfantasy.info. I think it's run by some of the, let's see, Zakum and Pyrosu, some really good guys. But this website has a lot of good information, so I would definitely check that one out. Let's see, what else we got there? How much time do you need to get a 5-star and limited banner as a light spender or free to play? How much time? I don't know if it's a question of time. I think it's a question of like money, I guess. We did some calculations and we were assuming that we would get a 6-star copy of Nemesis at about $600 spent if you just spent like everything, like you bought normal gems on the price, like no deals, no specials, no bonuses, no nothing, just pure like normal price. But there's a lot of deals that they have in the shops, usually from what I've seen on like the Chinese version and stuff. Those guys have like, oh, if you buy crystals, you get double the bonus, or like you get these one-time limited things. So there's tons of those. I would definitely just look out for the deals, and you could easily cut that price in like a third or a half or something like that. And that's if you want to like 6-star on day one. You don't have to do that. Because keep in mind, in the Chinese version, Nemesis reran eventually down the line. So they did come back with another Nemesis banner as the game progressed. So these characters may come back at some point. Claudia and Cobalt has resonance now. We might get them at the start. Yeah, maybe. And I don't know if they'll have resonance. We'll have to see. We have to wait for official changes because none of those are official announcements. Pretty cool. You can construct mounts and weapons. Yeah, that is pretty cool. iOS, PC get different characters to start off with. They don't get different characters. I think you get a different avatar frame for like in-game. I think that's what people were talking about. Like if you log in first with iOS or something, you get an avatar frame exclusive to iOS. But it's just like a ring that goes around your character in the chat menus. So, I mean, you'll get tons of them over time. You'll probably be using different ones. Is it good to keep using Huma in the long run? I feel like Huma feels weaker than King and Meryl in every dupe upgrade. Yeah, Huma is really good in PvP, but in PvE she's strong at the very start with no stars. But as King and Meryl gain stars, they become a lot better than Huma is. That's also factoring in at max pity. Yes, that's factoring in max pity, Connor. That's factoring in spending your tempered black gold on, you know, Nemesis and all that stuff, accounting for 50-50 probability, just being average. So, like, you know, you could get super lucky and it could be better. You could get super unlucky and it could be way worse. Is there any life scaling in this game? There's like achievement points and you can pick up stuff. There is cooking, so kind of, but not really. Not like you're talking about, like BDO, like where you level up herbal, like, you know, whatever, you know, something like that. Nah, there's nothing like that. After how long they put limited banner in the special banner? In the special banner? I heard some instances where some limited characters went into the standard banner, like Claudia, but I don't know if that's going to happen for us, and I don't know what you mean by special banner, so maybe let me know what you mean by that, and I might be able to answer it. If I'm in NA, would it be bad to join an EU server? No. I mean, if you want to play there and that's where your friends are, go for it. I'm only going to go for 0-star and 1-star for my main and limited. Yeah, nice bit. Nice bit. Can I get Claudia with the free Ssr box on launch? No, you cannot. Claudia will not be available on launch, and the Ssr selector only counts for standard banner characters. Will Meryl get her own banner? Not that I'm aware of. We never saw that in the Chinese version, but I mean, what you can do is you can spend your black gold to purchase a copy of Meryl, if that's what you want to do. Once you obtain one copy of her, you can buy up to 2 copies a week for 120 black gold each. So as you do pools in the standard banner over time, you will eventually just be able to buy extra copies of Meryl. Can you change servers? I do not know. I do not know if there's like a server swap thing at the end. Does the damage resonance work on all 3 weapons? Yes, if they're all the same element. It should. Not sure, but maybe you'll need a ticket to swap servers. Yeah, most likely you probably need some sort of ticket or something, because I think the Chinese version has a ticket to swap servers. Special banner is the banner with the golden nucleus. Oh, that's the standard banner. Yeah. So you're saying, will they go in there? Yeah, I think that they can, but not all of them do. So we don't know how the global version is going to handle that. So I probably really can't answer that question. Who are the standard characters at launch? The standard characters, you can go to the info website and look at Simulacrum here. But that's going to be Coco, Huma, Tsubasa, Shiro, Samir, Meryl, King, Crow, and Zero. That's going to be the standard banner SSRs. Would you recommend using the free... Oh, what would I recommend getting with the free weapon and the relic choices? I would recommend getting... It depends on what you want to play, to be honest. Like, if you want to play tank, I would recommend picking either Huma or Meryl. But Meryl's probably a little better. If you want to play DPS, you should pick either Samir or King. And if you want to play healer, you could go with Zero or Coco Reader. But I'd probably lean towards Zero, since Nemesis exists now. Who do I think is better at high stars, Meryl or King? I think that King does more damage, but maybe Meryl breaks shield and is more defensive. So it depends on what content you're doing. Isn't they only nerf Tsubasa 1 star? No, they removed something from her ultimate, is what it was. It used to give like a 15% damage buff. Now it doesn't do that, it just gives movement speed. There's a server swap on CN? Yeah, that's correct. There is a server swap on CN. Can you have multiple accounts? Like, be able to switch to accounts if you want to play? Yeah, I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing that. You can make as many accounts and play as many as you want, as you can handle at least. Does the Ssr box expire, or can you keep it for future characters coming into the standard banner? It does not expire, but I don't know if that would work, like, retroactively like that, so I'd probably wait on that. How's it going, Psycho Sheen? Some peanuts. Let's see, you get a bunch of pools before you use your SSR choice. You could do that, yeah. You could see what you get and then determine what kind of route you want to go from there. Maybe you get more tank characters and you're like, well, tank was chosen for me, I'm gonna go for it. Can you recommend a DPS team without the gunner character? Without the gunner character? Yeah, I guess so. I'd probably, if you can't have that, I'd probably go King and Shiro. And then King, Shiro, Tsubasa. Or you can replace, actually the best team, I take that back. Nemesis, Crow, and King. That would be the way to go. If you can get a high star copy of Crow, then he's really good. He's a dual lightning dagger character. You think you're gonna wait? Yep, okay. So for later content, is it important to have a balanced team of DPS, tank, and healer? From what I've heard, yes, you do need one of each of those. Do you build... But what happens in the closed beta while we were leveling up at like level 50? We just didn't need that. We just kind of had... Everybody mostly ran DPS or ran one weapon that was like healing. And it seemed to work. So we'll have to see how it is, because the closed beta has never hit the actual level 70. So we don't know what that's going to look like. Plus the balances that are in global. So that could determine a change in the meta. We'll just have to see. Let's see. Do you build for the role or do you build for the element? Like, do you use 3 ice weapons? I think you build for the role, but you also... both. I think it's both. You can also build for the element if you have a character with elemental resonance. But so far, Nemesis will be the only character that will have that at the start. So you can only build lightning. Later on, you will get other characters who have different elemental resonance. Let's see, what would be your 3 character combos recommendation with the available characters at launch, considering you're going to go free to play and you may log in and on and off? If you're going free to play, NA is your best bet. She's an SR character, like you're straight free to play. You're going to have a 6-star NA and it's going to do a lot of work for you. in the closed beta, I ran NA and Huma and then like Tsubasa, and that somehow worked for me. And I did like a 2-tank setup, so I was like a tank there. But if you can get your hands on a lot of these Ssr characters, I'd still probably go Samir. Samir's very powerful, and King as well. Especially if you can get a 1-star copy of King, he becomes really, really strong. So it would be roughly about the same thing. Having different recommendations about rushing the story and you still don't know if you should do it. Yeah, you should definitely rush the story. It's going to give you the most XP, and it'll get you to the point where you will be able to level cap yourself, and then once you're level capped, you can start working on things like achievements and collecting resources around the map that you're going to need. Is Crow only strong from blah star, or is he okay right away? He is very bad low stars, but he's really good high stars. If you can get 6-star Crow, he does probably the most damage in the game if you have the highest skill cap. Like if you're an insane player, he does a lot of damage. Which units remain viable in 2.0? You're talking about going onward into the game, like the CN version. Tsubasa was one of them that remained viable, but in her nerf state in the global, I don't know if that'll be true. Claudia was also another, but she's technically not in global right now. And Nemesis will definitely remain viable. That was a part of the meta for quite a while. Crow also. Crow is really strong. Where can you start to play? You have to download the game from the website, but it won't be available until tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Is controller support available for launch? So the controller like works, but from what I've seen, you can't do much with like changing the layout. So good luck with that. I think it's probably better to play keyboard mouse and maybe even play on phone or something. Best free-to-play PvP team? Well, free-to-play PvP, you just need 1 copy. Everything is max start in PvP, so PvP is very free-to-play friendly. But the best PvP team is probably like Zero, Nemesis or Coco, and then like Meryl or Huma or even Samir. Anything with shields or heals or a really good combo game that can stun lock people is going to be very good in PvP. Game has been removed from the Play Store for the... Yeah, I saw that India didn't have the launcher available in the region. That's very unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. We have to wait until tomorrow? Yep, you gotta wait until tomorrow. Who would you put Crow with at launch? Nemesis, for sure. Nemesis and Crow go really well together. And then you need a shield breaker, so you're gonna need King after that. Nemesis, Crow does a lot of damage, but he doesn't like break shields. Like you can see right here, he's got his shatter is 6. It's not high at all. But if you pick someone like King, he's like a 12.5 S rank shatter, so you can break shields real easy. And then Crow can do a lot of DPS. Good night, good night, Oriana. I was thinking about only reroll if you get 0 on the fast pities. You could. Not interested in PvP. Yeah, you could. I mean, rerolling's weird because, like, I don't know. It's you could reroll, but honestly, a lot of these characters are pretty good, and you could also spend a lot of time rerolling. You could just use that to make progress and get more rolls, and you know you're rolling anyways. Is it bad to just go for a second copy of King with the selected ticket? No, not bad at all. I think that's actually a good strategy. I think the people that are going to be climbing the highest on the leaderboard, the ladder at first, for PvE is going to be people who have a 6-star King. Like anybody who has a 6-star King is going to be shredding the ladder, especially if you can combo that with like Nemesis and Samir. What servers are people talking about going to? Seen a lot of talk of Solaris. I've seen some talk of Nightfall. Everything else is kind of eh. Exactly, you don't want to get too much count attached to your accounts. Yeah, that's true, you can do that. Can you change the character presets after a character is set? Yes, there is a ticket that you will get for the pre-registration that will allow you to change the way your character looks, and there will probably be more in the future. You'll probably just have to buy them for like a little bit of dark crystals or something. How long do I think it'll take Claudia to come to global? Looking at the units. I think Claudia will happen eventually because she was in the closed beta. She was actually the first banner character in the closed beta. But we know that Nemesis is the first one here. So it's going to take 21 days for Nemesis to finish. And then in the Chinese version, Nemesis was like followed up by Frigg. So that might be a possibility. But we know that Cobalt and Claudia came really early in the Chinese version, so, and then since both of those were in the closed beta, I would assume they would come as well. I don't know the order, but those characters are probably coming, if I had to guess. Yeah, all Crow, King, Nemesis, yeah, all that's assuming 6 stars. Everything changes based on the star level. Like, for example, if you have a 6-star Shiro, it's going to be better, way better than like a 2-star Ssr. How does using the custom character and the named character work in the overworld? So you can select to have the named character represent the way that you look, or you can choose to have the named characters represent the way that you look. It's up to you. You can toggle it on and off. How much do you miss in terms of resources by not doing MP-centric activities? MP-centric. What does that mean? Are you talking about like vitality, like the stuff that you have to spend every day? If you're talking about that, yeah, you're missing quite a bit. Is TOF going to have version updates like every month or so? Yeah, I would imagine. I think every 21 days it's going to change because the banners last 21 days. So you're going to get a new banner and most likely a new event that's going to go with that banner. I think they have a lot of stuff planned, so it's just like, you know, every like 3 weeks there's gonna be some new thing happening, right? Would Crow or Ssr be better? It depends on your skill level. If you're able to get around behind the target and execute everything flawlessly, Crow is really good. But Ssr is very strong and like a lot easier to play. They're both really good. Yeah, it's probably player preference, I think. I think the global will have a better balanced meta because of the changes, the buffs to the standard characters. Yes, I think so. I think they will. I think the standard characters are going to be pretty good. Like, because even Ssr seems better than she was. Like, when I played her in the closed beta, like the first one, it wasn't that good. And then it just got better and better. It seemed like things were just improving. You spent the past 6 hours making one character? That's crazy. That is crazy. Will Claudia be on global? She will not be on global at the start, but we speculate that she might come sometime after. Oh, what's the priority to spend the vitality resin energy? That's going to change depending on the stage that you are in the game, but I think that early on it's best to amass money and weapon upgrade resources, and later on it's best to go for the join op for the gear as well as the chance at matrices. Especially if you have those tickets that double the drop rate. Those are really nice. You made a Raiden Shogun with a Kaching dress? Nice. You're going to have to show me the character code for that one when the game launches. I'm definitely interested in seeing it. I like Raiden Shogun. She's really cool. Rapid fire. No, that's good. That's fine. That keeps me... gives me something to talk about, you know? That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and take a look at some map stuff now, guys. You want to take a look at this? So this is an interactive map resource. This is really good. I'll put a link in the Discord later, and I put one in the description too, most likely. But this one's nice for finding anything, to be honest. Like, if I want to find all the gold nucleus and gold supply pods, I just click like this, and I can see where each one is. I can zoom in and be like, oh yeah, it's like roughly about there. It's also good if you want to find like the scenic points, because these things are so obnoxious to track down. Like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to find these things if you don't have a map like that'll show you where they are. Some of them are just on top of like the tallest building. You're like, why is it there? This is ridiculous. You guess it'll be a while before Frigg comes? I don't know. I think Frigg will come pretty soon. I don't think it'll be that bad. You can also find like the space rifts or like the teleport points. That's really nice to do. And like the Omnium Tower, because it's good to go to each region and get like an Omnium Tower so that you can reveal the map and like know what's actually there, what's going on. Does the map give you markers that you can track? No, it does not actually. The only thing you can do is ping your location. Like you can put a link in chat where people can click and know exactly where to go from your location. How much of an MMO component has this game? Genshin Impact like? So this is a lot more MMO than Genshin is. Like you will see other people in the world. You will interact with other people to do 4-person activities, dungeons. There are world bosses. There's leaderboards for PvE and PvP. I'm sure there's going to be people hanging out in communities. Yeah, this is like, to be honest, this game reminds me of like Phantasy Star Online. Has anybody ever played that? If you played Phantasy Star Online, say something in the chat. I love that game. That's one of my favorite series. But it reminds me of like PSO2. Is there a stamina system that limits gameplay like Genshin's Resin? Yes, 100%. Yeah, PSO is really good. How pay to win is this game going to be? I think that it is absolutely not pay to win in PvP. But in PvE, there is a good element of pay to win in it. You will unlock quite a lot of characters, and you can use your resources smart to get the max characters. But I would say the difference is that somebody that's paying to win is going to have everything on the first week that it releases. And if you're free to play, it's going to take you like 3 weeks to max each character, I would say. You played New Genesis? Yeah, I played New Genesis as well. When it first came out, it was really fun, but I hit cap and like I hit max everything and nothing else was happening. So I was like, oh. Like I remember they put out this like storm boss that only appeared in the rain, and then everybody was crying because no one could kill it, and everyone was getting mad when low level players were attacking it because its health was scaling up. That was really funny, to be honest. Is there sharding like WoW? Yes, there's sharding like WoW, and you can switch shards. There's like a button in the top left, and you could be like, oh yeah, I'm on shard 4 now. Like, let me get away from this guy. That was really bad, wasn't it, Fio? A Life remembers too, yeah. Gigantics, yeah, that's what it was called. I remember that, and then I got one of the Gigantics weapon with like the good augments on it, and I sold it on the market for like a bunch of meseta. It was great. PSO2 is so good. Yeah. Phantasy Star Online 2 was fantastic, but Microsoft scuffed it with their terrible launcher when they brought it over to NA. And yeah, that was a rip. That thing was bad. It broke a lot of people's systems and caused a lot of problems. The PSO, yeah. This, for me, this game is gonna be like what PSO should have been. That's honestly what it feels like. What I'm looking for the most in this game is 1, competing and doing all the stuff, but 2, honestly, hanging out in the towns and just chatting with the community and viewers. Like that's gonna be the best thing. Like I want to get some like fashion contests going, some like hide and seek stuff, you know, like so I used to play like Phantasy Star Online back in the day, like when it was like Phantasy Star Universe on Xbox and all that, and we did stuff like that, and hanging out there was good. Like you got to meet people, and I think that's the best part about these MMO games. Does closed beta have raids or something similar as of now? No, just world bosses. The raids, I think, come for later. What team am I aiming for at the start? I'm going to be aiming for King, Samir, and Nemesis. I plan to get a 6-star Nemesis right out the gate. So if you want to watch me roll for Nemesis on day 1 and curse my luck, feel free to go ahead and do that. So, you want to use Claudia in PvP, but what other 2 characters should you combine her with? Definitely Shiro and... Oh, wait, in PvP, sorry. In PvP, I would put her with Zero and Coco Reader. That is a very powerful combination. And a lot of top ladder players were using that in the CBT. When is the servers going to go online? The servers are going to go online tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hi, how's it going, Nitro? How you doing? I'm gonna watch you so I don't drain my wallet like you did with Genshin. Yeah, watch my misery first and then see how you feel about it. That's gonna be a good idea. I also am gonna have a video coming up where I do 1,000 rolls. I did 1,000 rolls on the standard banner and 1,000 rolls on the Matrix banner. So if you want to see the probability for that, I'm gonna do like a time skip and fast forward it all, and then I'm gonna show you the results of how many like gold, Matrix or gold characters I got, how much resources I had. I'm crazy. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I already recorded the video. It's good to go. It's ready to go. Does the game at FPS and okay, blah blah blah, blah 30 players? Yes, the game has really good frames with 30 players, but sometimes the shards are scuffy. So like you might want to go to like a shard that's not a lot of people, because if you try to do world bosses in shard 1, good luck. You're gonna re-roll for King, Tsubasa, and wait for Pity, then select King or Tsubasa? Okay. Tell me how many re-rolls it takes, Gion. I want to know. You might be there for a while. Because I played, like, trust me, I did 1,000 rolls, and I didn't have, like, 5 of the characters. Like, I just didn't have King, and I didn't get any copies of King, I didn't get any copies of, like, Crow, and somehow I had a 6-star Meryl. I actually had an 8-star Meryl. I had 8 copies of Meryl. I just got a bunch of Meryls. So that was with 1,000 rolls. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to reroll a lot of times to really specifically target one thing. What is the SSR acquisition rate for free-to-play players in this game? Is it as rough as Genshin? I think it's a lot better than Genshin, because there are, for 2 reasons. The first reason, there are just straight up more resources available in game. Like if you take a look here on this map, like these are all gold nucleus rolls. This is the black nucleus rolls and the supply pods. So this cluster right here. This is all the things that you can collect in the game. And on top of that, you're getting a lot of events, and you're getting ladder rewards, and you're getting crew rewards. Like, you're getting all kinds of these things. And in addition to that, there is basically a pity system, just like Genshin. And then there's one extra pity system that's built into the game, where every time you roll, you get currency, and you can spend currency to just straight up get a copy of a character that you own. So, like, imagine you had a 1-star Diluc, and then you just went to the shop and bought 2 more Dilucs that week for free. Because, well, not for free, but with your currency, because you can, right? So you're going to get those characters at max star, especially the standard banner characters. That's going to happen over time, even if you're free to play. You just have to be a little smart about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. If I'm going to save up for Frigg, then I have to get Meryl. Yeah, but you'll probably get Meryl over time. And also, in rolling for Frigg, you might end up getting Meryl. Because keep in mind, when you roll on the limited banner, you can still get normal characters. When it comes to group content, you can currently do on CBT, how much are needed for each role. We ran a lot with triple DPS and 1 DPS using a little bit of healer weapon on the side. but we also ran with like a full healer and a full tank. They were both good. Depends on what content you're doing, to be honest. Like if you're doing Frontier Clash or the Void Rift or the Joint Operation, it really just depends. But if you're talking about min-maxers, like 4 super good players with all the best stuff, yeah, then you might be looking at like everybody's a DPS with maybe some one healer weapon on a guy. But that all changes as you get higher levels. Like keep in mind, we only saw like level 55 on the beta. We don't know what level 70's like. We don't know what level 70 in the global version's like. So that could all change. What's the best server for OCA players? I don't know, but there's a YouTuber named Vulcan, and he's from Australia as well, so you might want to check out wherever he goes might be the place to go, because he's looking for a good ping too, just like you. The only problem is the 80 guaranteed isn't guaranteed. It's always a 50%. Yeah. So the way the limited banner works is that every time you get that 80 pity, it's a 50% chance to be Nemesis. And it's a 50% chance not to be. But there's no like guaranteed after that. So if you roll 2 times, you don't get it. The guaranteed comes from that 120. Is the global server out? Nope. It's out on the 10th at 8 p.m. EST. The thing where people are getting the 11th from is probably from some of the other regions, because in different time zones, it's technically the 11th when it comes out. Is Cobalt, B, and Claudia going to be there on launch? Nope, they will not be there, Kmo. What crew activities are there? There are daily turn-ins for crews. There are also crew quests that you get every week. And in addition to that, doing stuff with those crew quests and the turn-ins gives your crew resources so that they can upgrade a base, a treasury, and one other, like a guild shop where you can spend your crew points at. So you can buy like omnium crystals or relic shards or gear, like any gear pieces that you want. And then also that treasury, when you upgrade it for the crew, it pays everyone in the guild dark crystals every week. So it's going to like reset on Monday, and everyone's just going to gain like 500 dark crystals, and maybe even more if your treasury's upgraded higher. So if you're in a good guild, you're going to get a lot of free rolls, which is really nice. And there's also like guild weekly reward milestones. So like once your guild does so much activity, everyone in the guild will get gold, or everyone in the guild will get some dark crystals or something like that. All servers under maintenance? Yes. They won't be up till the August 10th at 8 p.m. EST. Is Samir, Nemesis, and King a good early team comp? Yes. I think that will probably be the best comp in the game early on. Plan on trying to get Samir and Meryl. Thought that would be good. Yes, those would be really good. Let's see. Taylor says early the website had the wrong timer. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the website was like off with the timer from another region or something. It was like a mistake. Do the black and gold nucleus in the world respawn weekly, monthly? No, I believe that these never respawn. So once you've collected those, then you're done. But there's also like 1,000 of these things, so good luck. The thing that does respawn for gold and black nucleus is that when you do a bounties, they will give you gold and black nucleus, so that respawns every day. So you will get guaranteed replenishment of that. What is the info about the Tsubasa change to explosive barrage? Let's go ahead and check that out. So Tsubasa has the change from her skill here, which basically it used to give damage dealt, right, for explosive barrage, but now it only gives attack speed, unfortunately. But basically this part just doesn't exist. It used to increase damage, but then it said only attack speed, or not attack speed, but movement speed. But basically, I think that if that change is there, it's going to lower Tsubasa's rank, but it may not be. So like we don't know again. Like all the changes are not final until it officially comes out on the 10th. So keep that in mind. Nine hours left. I don't know if it's 9 hours. It's quite a bit more than that. More like 23 hours left. But yeah, good check. Wait, so you can buy the one weapon you want even if you don't have it for 120 black gold coins. If you're talking about from the limited banner, the tempered black gold, yes, you can buy it even if you don't have Nemesis. But from the standard banner, you have to own a copy of the character in order to buy it. Have you gotten to try out Cobalt B? Seeing her 1-star, it deals damage based on an enemy's max HP. In most games, max HP damage scaling is massive. Yeah, you are correct. Cobalt B is incredibly strong, especially when Ruby comes out. If you compare Cobalt B with Ruby, she's very, very powerful. Ruby is the first, like, fire resonance character. So if that does come out and Cobalt's out, then Cobalt's going to be very powerful. But yeah, that max HP is pretty good. It does have a cap, though, like up to 200%, so it's not like a 2% true damage or anything. You're not going to melt a world boss or something with it. Nemesis has also been nerfed. Yep, that is true. Nemesis electro damage got nerfed a little bit. What is Tsubasa's role? Because I've heard different things. Is she a support or damage? Tsubasa does a lot of damage, actually, with her ultimate and her skill. And her skill is up quite frequently. She also generates a lot of charge for your weapons. But mostly she's a damage buffer. A lot of her stars increase your damage for like 25 seconds. She just gives you static damage boost buffs. Where would we be able to check when it goes live? The Tsubasa thing. Probably in game. Like, even if you don't own the character, you'll be able to see what it does by opening the weapon menu, and you will see the weapons that you don't even have, so you can just go there and check and see what is listed. Why are we hyping up a pay-to-win mobile game? I don't think it's that pay-to-win. Definitely not in PvP, but some PvE aspect, it's definitely can be pay-to-win. Depends on what you enjoy. If you don't enjoy that, then you don't have to play. But if you do enjoy it, then you can play. Do you think having DPS shield breaker and a support instead of another DPS would be ideal? Yeah, I mean, it depends on your situation. Again, this is one of those, it's like, depends on the content. Like, if you need more shield breaking power, you can go in that direction. If you need to stay alive, you need more supporting power, you can also go in that direction. It really just depends on who you're playing with and what you're doing. When would the other CN characters come out? We do not know. We have no idea. Only the developers know that answer. Can you explain how the system where you can buy characters from the shop? Yeah, I can explain that. So every time you roll on the banner, like the gacha system, you are going to receive 1 black gold for the standard banner. And if you get a duplicate of a character, of an Ssr character, you will receive 1 additional black gold. If you get a duplicate past 6 stars of an SSR character, you're going to receive 10 black gold. And you can spend 120 black gold in the shop to buy a copy of any character that you already own. And this is slightly different for the limited banner. The limited banner, you can buy that character even if you own it or not. Let's see. Quite free-to-play friendly from what it seems? Yes, it is very free-to-play friendly. Like, it's only pay to win if you're like, hey, I have to be number 1 on the leaderboard or else. Or if you're like, I can't wait, I need to have everything day 1, and you don't want to, like, earn it over time. Heard the limited banner has the most OP class for PvP. Yes, the limited banners do have really good classes for PvP. However, every character, like every player, should be able to get 1 copy of a limited banner character just by playing the game and earning rolls. And they give out a lot of free stuff, so all you need is 1 copy of a character for PvP. You don't need 6 stars. It's all completely balanced PvP, so it doesn't matter what level you are or how many matrix you have or how much money you spend on the game. None of that's gonna matter. You're just gonna be stuck in an arena fighting an opponent skill versus skill. Let's see. What do you recommend for gacha day 1 for max damage meta potential? I know whaling is usually frowned upon, but I enjoy the rush and prefer to invest in resources in long-lasting weapons characters. Yeah, you can play however you want to play, spend whatever you feel is comfortable. Like, don't feel pressure to spend. But if you do want to, the best comp will probably be Nemesis, Samir, and King. So getting a max starred Nemesis will go a long way for you in the future. can you play day one on PC and then once Steam launches, merge it into Steam? I don't know the answer to that. We'll have to wait for some Steam announcement details down the line. But I would imagine that that would be the case, since that you can play your account on the phone and the PC, and it kind of cross plays there. What's up, dude? Oh, what's up, Messenger B? How's it going, man? Do you think it's worth re-rolling accounts, or do you think the game is generous enough to easily get the character you want? If you're absolute free-to-play, it can be worth re-rolling, but just keep in mind that there's bonuses for like having played in the closed beta and the pre-registration, so if you have those things available, you might want to just stick with what you got, unless what you got is like so bad. But I'm trying to think, like, what's a character that I would roll as a free-to-play player and be like, wow, this is so terrible that I need to re-roll? Like, maybe Crow? Like, if I got a 1-star copy of Crow, I might be like, alright, guys, I'm gonna have to re-roll. This is just, there's no way I'm getting a 6-star copy of Crow. But any of these other characters they'll have a use, basically. They're gonna have a use, because keep in mind that while you may not have the perfect comp, having one character of each of these element types is going to go a long way for you, because there are many dungeons and in-game content that says, oh, ice damage is increased by 50% or lowered by 50%. So you're going to have to swap up weapons regardless of what you do. Amount of rolls they give out compared to Genshin is crazy to you? Yeah, they're giving out a lot of stuff. And not to mention tons of giveaways on Twitter and things like that, so there's a lot of good stuff to come. So tanks are not ideal regarding team play and solo? Tanks are ideal. You do need tanks for like join opt and certain game modes. Sometimes they're not as ideal, but it just depends on what you're doing. You can buy like a battle pass? Yeah, there is a battle pass in the game. There's a battle pass, and there's like a monthly card pass too, where you get like bonuses every day. It's actually really good. I think somebody was looking at it on the Chinese version. They said you got like 500 dark crystals a day just for paying like $5 or something like that. I don't know if that information's a little off, but it seemed like there was something where you cashed in on a bunch of dark crystals by paying a little bit of money, and then you also got like the battle pass rewards, which is like a whole slew of objects in there. So there's a lot of things. Let's see. Free to play, but not whaling. Yeah, you can play however you want. Literally, you can play free to play. You can play dolphin. You can play whale. You can play leviathan. You can play whatever you want to do. it just depends on what you want to do. But I will say that I know that a lot of the like Chinese like leviathans, they did get a little like, once they bought everything, they're like, oh shoot, what do I do? And I think having that strive to earn a little something is good. So I would say don't go crazy. Like, just, you know, get your favorite character and call it a day and earn the rest. That's honestly the best route. I'll have tons of guide for free to play as well, guys. I was thinking of starting a separate account that was just free to play and playing that as well. So I'll give you guys like the first-hand experience. But remember that I played the closed beta and we couldn't buy anything. Like, we were free to play. Like, that was it. There's nothing for us. If you pre-registered in the App Store, will you still get the pre-registration rewards? Yep, you should. They should all be an in-game event, so as long as you log in the first 180 days of the game, you should get all those. King versus Meryl in terms of shield breaking. I think that Meryl breaks shields a little faster, but King adds more damage once that shield is broken. So that's going to be the difference between the two. Do you have to pay in order to switch server on PC? I don't know. I don't even know if that's an option yet. But I think in the Chinese version, there was a pass that let you switch server. So you might have to purchase it with dark crystals. Or the Tanium crystal, depends on what it is. Is investing in a 4-star character early a bad idea? No, it's actually not, especially if you're free to play. NA is a great investment. This Frost character right here, this one is very powerful. And honestly, sometimes this character, for me, if I got stuck on the Bygone Phantasm, I would pull this character out. And it has this one move where you just hold still and charge the hammer. You can't be interrupted, and it slams for a lot of damage. This thing's actually crazy. I'm kind of wondering if this just does more damage than some SSR weapons. And I will be testing it out, because this weapon is amazing. So it's NA, the Ice Pummeler. Make sure to get that one if you haven't. It's a really good ice weapon. Let's see. What else we got? Is the SSR selector you get immediately, or do you have an event and you get it days? It goes into your inventory like a box. You can use it whenever you want. How long does it take to rush to level 15 and unlock the daily quests? Probably like an hour and 30 minutes if you're fast. An hour, hour 30. Maybe more if you're like a speedrunner. Or like less, sorry. Kind of late. Anybody care to give me a quick recap? Only watched the day 1 guide. Quick recap. On what? BP is nerfed compared to CN? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it's going to be. You'll go FTP on this game since you've already spent tons of money on Genshin and getting everyone into the game. Yeah, you could totally do that. Free to play is really fun, honestly. It's nice to see the challenge in like what you can do with like the limited resources you have, you know? That's why I'm going to make a free to play account, because I like that too. Is Crow really that bad or just not beginner friendly, hard to use? Yeah, that's the story of Crow. He's very hard to use, and he only is good when he has high stars. So he has 2 complications there. But when he has high stars and he's in the hands of a really good player, he's one of the best characters in the game. First server switch is free on CN, rest is paid. Yeah, that sounds about right. That seems like it could be true. Defense weapon get plus 60 damage in Endless Tower. Yep, they do get percentage bonus damage. So do support weapons. And then there are weapons that get bonus damage in the Phantom Tower depending on what floor you're on. So some of the floors, this weapon right here, the pummeler, could be increased by 50%. And you might want to use it for that floor because it's going to do a lot of damage. But be careful of leveling up too many weapons and spreading yourself too thin. And also keep in mind that every time the week shuffles over, that floor is going to change, like what's strong on that floor. So you won't have to be stuck forever. Also, guys, just a quick heads up. I will probably be streaming for like another 23 minutes. I think at 9:30 I will be stopping. So just to let you know, so there's no like crazy surprise or anything like that. That is the plan so far. Let's see. Healer weapon get plus 120 damage. Who would you recommend to play for solo gameplay? Solo gameplay. Probably just DPS weapons. So Samir, King, and if you can get Nemesis, that'd be good. But if you can't get Nemesis, like if that's you're not gonna roll on the limited banner, you could probably put in like Tsubasa in there. It'd be pretty good. Or Zero. Not that interested in Shiro and Tsubasa. Can you sell me some strong points about them in case I get them and don't get too sad? Yeah, sure. Shiro is very powerful. She has a lot of strong moves that get better as the stars go up, but she has a good balance of breaking shields and dealing damage. And if Claudia does come out with that physical resonance, she might go to the top of the list as one of the better DPS in the game. Shiro is really strong. Like, I wouldn't sleep on her. And Tsubasa is good. Tsubasa is really strong, but with that little bit of a nerf, it's going to be a little bit weak. But she still does a lot of damage and has good support buffing capability. So I think I would enjoy both of them. Plus, Tsubasa makes getting like open world objectives really easy. Like those little lava things that are up on the rocks and the hills. You can just shoot them with a nice arrow. And then you don't have to worry about anything, which is fantastic. How much worse do you think it will be to play balanced versus a DPS if you want to play Nemesis and Samir, but you wanted to play Meryl over King? Balanced DPS is like 20% or so, 20 or 25, and DPS is like 40%, so it's probably going to be about like 15% worse, maybe even 20% worse. Do you think we can get enough to get Nemesis on the limited banner before she goes off? Like as free to play? Yeah, I think you can get at least one copy. You might even be able to pull 2, depending on luck. I'm not going to re-roll, but who is the usual re-roll target? So you can know if you get lucky from the start. Samir, King, Coco Reader, Zero. Those are all really good. Or Tsubasa. Those are all really good characters. Isn't Zero a healer who can't heal out of the box? Yes. Zero is a shielder who can't heal unless he has 1 star. But he has very powerful burst damage, basically. Charge generation. He has some of the best charge generation in the game. Let's take a look at him right here. 13 on charge, S rank. Very powerful. But he's also fire. Fire characters are really good because when they charge their weapon, they burn people for a lot of damage. Is there a countdown clock? Yeah, there's a countdown clock on the main website, official website. But will Cobalt be and Claudia be in the standard banner? No, they will not. They will not be available at the start. A perfect tier list is when all characters are A tier. Yeah, I guess so. That's gotta be pretty hard to pull off, though. They would all have to be clones, basically. Is Meryl not a good reroll target? Meryl's really good. If you want to be a tank, she's great. And, oh yeah, if you're talking about PvP, yeah, you want to roll for Meryl or like Huma, Zero, or Coco. Those are all really good. Depends on what you prioritize. What do I think about Crow in PvP? Way too hard to use. He's too hard to pull off. Like, even if you're good, if your opponent is good, they're not going to let you attack them from behind. And that's where Crow gets all of his abilities from. Is it worth buying accounts instead of re-rolling them yourself? No, because that's terms of service and you'll get banned. Do not do that. Very bad idea. Is it possible to even grind this game for like 10 hours on the first day release because of the level cap? So no and yes. You will level cap out at 18 on the first day and you'll finish the main story. But you could spend the next 8 days grinding for achievement points and getting summons and currency, and you would still not complete it all. There's so many things to get. Like, if you take a look at the map, like, if you just go around and collect, like, all these resources, like, every single resource that's on the map, there's a lot of achievements. It's like, collect 100 of these things, collect 200 of these things, collect a lot of these, and every time you do that, you're going to get dark crystals and achievement points. And every time you reach a threshold of achievement points, like 250 or 500 or 750, you're going to get 5 standard banner rolls and 5 matrix rolls for free. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. A lot of stuff. Not to mention PvP, which opens during a certain time window. But I guess on day 1, PvP won't be available, sadly. Can you have a link to the map? Yeah, I could drop a link to the map. Can I drop a link to the map in chat? Is that... Oh! That works. Okay, there's a link to the map. Enjoy. Kill 1,000 rabbits. Yeah, kill 1,000 rabbits is a thing. Yeah. Worth leaving the triangular chests until after the level cap to open? So with the triangular chests, you want to open them with the forced open no matter what. So if you see them, pick them up. But if you're going to use your perfect Ssr, you should make sure that you have enough experience to actually gain experience. So don't use your keys, your Ssrs to open them. Just force them open and get the reduced materials if you're already level capped. Does the level cap increase each day? Yes, it does. Starts at 18, then it goes to like 20, 24, 27, 30, and it's going to go up like that each day. If you roll for 0, should I use my other SSR tickets on 0 also? You could. If you roll a 0, you could use your SSR ticket on 0 and then have a 1-star copy of 0 and have a really strong healer. That could be an option you could do. What's your ideal paid support simulacrum lineup? Paid support? Like, you're paying to win? Like you're a whale, EJ? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, sir. We get a pity at 30. Yeah, pity at 80, and then you can choose one. Yes, that's correct. Every new player, like if you're a first-time player, the first 30 rolls you do, one of them has to be an SSR. You get a guaranteed SSR at the 30th roll. And then that goes away forever on your account. And then every 80 rolls, you will get a pity character. Yeah, not free to play. Okay, the best support team is probably going to be Zero, Nemesis, and Samir. That's going to be your best support comp. That's assuming you have a 6-star Nemesis, too. From the limited banner. Everybody will be fighting over who gets to have you on their team if you have that comp, by the way. And also, you're going to get instant queues for all the 4-player dungeons. Is there a huge difference in stat growth between SR and SSR weapons when you level them up? Yes, there's a massive difference between SR and SSR weapons. Same with Matrix. Do you need multiple copies of one character to max it out? Yes. You start with the base copy, and then you need 6 more copies to reach all 6 star levels of the characters. So 7 in total. How many SSRs are you going to aim for when rerolling? Like if I was free to play only and I was doing the reroll thing, I would that's a tough call. I would either hope to get a strong character on the 30th pity, or I would hope to get a random SSR character before 30, an additional to my 30 pity character. Is Coco viable? Yes, Coco is very strong, supporting weapon, powers up your team. It can be very, very good. But Nemesis is like just better version of Coco. So if you can get that, then go for it. But if you can't, then Coco is the way to go for healer. Before you guys go, you should join Sethphir's Discord. Yeah. Yeah, you guys definitely should. The Discord will be where I'll post a lot of content. And it'll also be a place where I will put a lot of these links and some extra info and things like that. I'll go ahead and put a link in the chat so that you guys can join if you want to join that Discord. Go ahead and check that one out. Also, if you want, I guess shameless plug, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell. You know, that all stuff goes a long way. We also have super chat and super stickers, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, I'm also going to work on the process of changing up my subscriber bonuses to be shifted towards more Tower Fantasy stuff now that we're going really hard in Tower Fantasy. So I'm going to adjust that here in the next couple days or so. So there's going to probably be some exclusive things for subscribers, maybe like tier list meta updates first before everybody else, or some inside stuff. I also have a channel on my Discord that's for subscribers where you can directly ask me questions at any time and I will answer them. So that'll be a great place if you ever just want a personal hotline to me and try to figure out, pick my brain on something. When you join the Discord too, if you're a subscriber, it automatically puts you in, if you have your YouTube account linked to your Discord, so it automatically puts you in a secret channel. Secret channel. You heard there's another soft pity SSR between 30 and 80, but that might be fake. Nope. I can tell you that's not true because I have rolled a lot of rolls, and that is not there. I did 1,000 rolls, and there were several times where I got only one SSR on the 80th roll. Is it okay to pick all the things on your way to exploring? Yeah, definitely. Pick up the stuff along the way. Especially if it's not a supply pod. If it's a supply pod, try to make sure you have some room to gain XP. But if you don't, it's still okay because it's not the end of the world. It's just a min-max thing where you can grind more XP. Seth, do I have Twitch drops enabled? Let's see. Nope, don't have any Twitch drops. I don't usually stream on Twitch. Maybe I should. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like YouTube, honestly. YouTube's really cool. Is there a max level like in Genshin? Yep, it's level 70. That's the max level. Do I recommend mobile or PC? I'm a PC player, but I do like mobile. If I have to go somewhere or I'm traveling or something, that's really nice to be able to do that. Also, if you you're laying down, you're in your bed, you're gonna go to sleep, and you're like, oh no, I forgot to do that daily. It's really nice to bust out your phone and be able to do it. That is so good. You could get SSR before beginner 30 pulls? Yep, I did it on the CBT. I got a random copy of 0. Actually, on the second CBT, I got a copy of Samir before 30, Then my 30 pity was Ssr. And then when I rolled my 80th pity, it was also Ssr. It was kind of wild. It was like a sign from the heavens, you know? Does it have overclocked graphics like in Mobile Genshin? I'm not sure on that. I actually don't know. What time is the game coming out for North America? It's coming out tomorrow, August 10th at 8 p.m. EST, which is, I think, 5 p.m. PST. So if you're on Pacific West Coast. Is there a huge experience spike needed in order to level up, like, to 70? Yes. Yeah, there's a massive experience spike. When you start hitting level 40, it is rough. It gets rough. Level 50 is... I grinded chests for like 6 hours trying to get from like 53 to 54. Like, I had nothing else that I could do. I grinded green chest and triangle chest, forced them open. Like, had no ciphers, no nothing. It took me so long. I put on some music and I was just grinding. It was crazy. I noticed you didn't mention some of the daily stuff you talked about in the day one guide, like the crane game. Is there a reason? Yeah, I released it in a later video that I just put out today. Top 10 tips video. I just put it out like a few hours ago. So that's in there. The crane game is there. The reason why I didn't put the crane game in the day one guide is because the crane is not available on day one. It comes with Cetus Island and it unlocks later on in the story. You won't be able to get up to the top of that. Diversity over quality wouldn't be bad at 3 SSRs. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of different strategies. Having different elements can be really good, especially for a free-to-play player, because if you don't have any physical characters and you're stuck using Bailing, like, she's alright, but ugh. Do you need to get a controller for your phone? Ooh, I don't know about that one. I would try playing on the phone first. I got it downloaded on my phone as well. I'm gonna, give it a whirl at some point tomorrow. Are Huma and Shiro good, honestly? Huma is fantastic for PvP. Huma is okay in PvE, but she's one of the only tank weapons, so by default she's good. And Shiro can be really strong in both PvE and PvP. I think she's like A tier in both. Not S tier, but A tier. Do triangular chests respawn? Yes. Not only do they respawn, they're also unique to every shard. So let's say you loot the triangular chest in shard 1. You can just switch channels and go to channel 3, and the triangular chests will all be there. You can also, you could literally change channel and it will just be standing in front of you again after you already looted it sometimes. Is there a guild system? Yes, there is a crew system. You get a lot of rewards for being in a crew as well. Is there specific bundles or packs to buy for the red summons? Yeah, but we do not have the full details, Luke, so we'll have to see on the launch. But in the Chinese version, they had like special bundles that were like 1 or 2 times that gave bonus red summons or bonus dark crystals and things like that. Let's see, Adi says, what's your first pick SSR? I'm gonna pick Ssr, for sure. I love Ssr. Is there any specific... Oh, okay, I see where I got that. Would you recommend doing cooking or any side things as much as possible on day 1, or just rush the content? Yeah, my ultimate guide covers everything day 1, and that's one of the things I talk about. Like, doing cooking is really good because you can get ingredients and recipes, and whenever you craft a recipe, you are going to gain the ability to get dark crystals from having discovered that recipe. So it makes it very powerful. What will the server limit be? I have no idea on that. That's a dev question. That one's not me. Will you put money into the game, or am I free to play? I'm going to do both, Cody. I'm going to put money into the game, and I'm going to have a free to play account as well. Is Ssr good at the CN meta after all in the release? It can be. Yeah, Ssr is decent. She's still really good. There are some characters that outshine her, like Bayuki. but that's not till like way later on. But we seem to have a buffed or better version of Ssr, to be honest. So maybe Ssr is going to be really good for us. Time will only tell. 0 as free to play. Yeah, 0 is really good as free to play. You kind of need a first copy or like 1 star of him, but once you get that 1 star, he's a really strong healer. How's your UID calculated? Oh, I have no idea. That's got to be just random, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Are any of the Ssr characters good in PvP? Yeah, NA is pretty good in PvP. Echo is okay. And Pepper is decent as well. Pepper is decent because she has the same skill set as Koga Reader. But instead of having the ice freeze, she just has like an electric shock, which is not bad. PvE, NA is good in PvE. Other than that, Pepper is a healer if you need it by default. The rest of them are pretty bad. Bailing's okay in PvE. She's not bad. She's a good physical damage character, and there's not many physical damage characters in the game. And in fact, when the game launches, she's the only other physical damage character besides Shiro. Stream title, we did a PvE and PvP tier list earlier. When the VOD release, you might be able to check that one out. I talk about a few different things. We also did like a free-to-play tier list, which was interesting. Like assuming that you have 0 or 1 stars. Claudia's main DPS. Claudia is a support, actually. She has a lot of abilities that buff physical damage. You take a look here. You can see that she has a damage buff for skills, and then she also applies War Wounds, which increases the amount of physical damage that enemies take and shatter. So she's a physical damage buffer. Is Cobalt in global launch? No, Cobalt's not confirmed for global launch yet. Do you think there will be the usual case in MMOs where there's a lot of DPS and lacks tank and healers? Yeah, 100%. Being a tank or a healer is going to get you an instant ticket into any dungeon. Like, DPS players are going to be waiting in queue. Also, if you make pre-made teams, DPS players are dime a dozen. So if you're a tank or a healer, everyone's going to be fighting over you. You want to go King and whoever the game gives you, and then maybe you'll save up for Ruby, because her kit looks good. Yeah, that's a strong option. If you go for Ruby, though, definitely try to get Cobalt B if she does come out at some point, because they synergize very, very well, being fire damage. Samuel, thank you for the answers. Yeah, anytime, Samuel. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Yep, no problem, guys. Always like talking stuff. But it is getting closer to that 9:30 wrap-up time here, so I'm going to answer a few more questions. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in chat. I will try to answer them before I head out here. Thanks for the content. Yeah, I'll catch you later, HK. See you, man. Yeah, I need to get some good rest so I can, no life this game tomorrow. I feel like pay-to-win PvP characters to beat the other players. So everything's balanced in PvP, so there's not going to be any pay-to-win there. It's going to be all skill matchups. What time is it for me? It's 9:30, but like I can't just instantly lay down and go to bed. I have to watch an anime show, like lay down, get there. Fall, you heading out? All right, see you later, man. Thanks for tuning in. Sethphir, do you think 100 euros purely spent on pools is enough to get 3-star Nemesis with a bit of luck? Make that 200 euros, maybe. Maybe. Good luck, though, I would say. That's going to be a little complicated. Because spending, well, let's see. I'm not exactly sure on the euro conversion, but I know that $200 gets you all of the Dark Crystal packs bonuses, which is roughly like 23,000 Dark Crystals. So that's going to give you quite a bit of rolls, but it's going to be a bit before you get, 3-star. Do you think there are too many servers per region? Have they talked about server merges down the track? I think at the start, this is a good amount. because if you take a look at the recent Twitter events that they had, they announced like what was it they announced? They announced a collaboration with a couple of really big streamers. We'll go ahead and take a look and see if we can find it here. It's somewhere. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. So it looks like they had Soda Poppin', Sneaky, Ssr Life, the Anime Man, Joey. He was in the content creator event. That was really fun. We got to do that and shoutcast that. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I got to shoutcast Holiest and Joey, the Anime Man, fighting each other. It was great. Lazy Peon and a couple other people. I like Lazy Peon. He's pretty cool. But yeah, there's definitely some big people in there. Not to mention, I believe that Imtashed and Techchone may be checking out the game as well, so that might be something that would happen. I don't know for sure, not confirmed, but there should be quite a big audience, I think, at the very start. So I think having 10 servers per region is going to be about right. EU got all the trash names? Yeah, they might have. I don't know, which region do you guys think had the best name? Like, out of all these regions here, like East Asia and North America and all that, Southeast Asia, Europe, Latin, what do you think had the best names? Like, what do you guys think? Is any character like a strong debuffer or stat decker? Yeah, probably Nemesis, and like Claudia is really good at that. Same with Tsubasa. How long should you save for guaranteed 120 pulls for a character? I think that question depends on how much you're grinding. Like, how much are you grinding Dark Crystals and achievement points? So that's going to be hard to say per person. But, I don't know. If you do a big grind session, you could probably get 120 pulls on a day. You think you can get 1 star with like... Yeah, I think so, Deadly. I think you'll be fine getting a 1-star copy. Yeah, I would definitely aim for 1-star copy if you're doing that. Anything bonus, great. Like, you could luck out. You could get a 3-star, but you know, maybe not that likely. It changes everything. Yeah, we got a random football team name in Latin America. Yeah, I saw that. And then what was it called? Like Wachi Chiro or something like that. It was like some music band. I was like, what the heck? What team would you reroll now as free to play considering? I will be saving for Claudia and probably Cobalt B banners. What team would I reroll for? I think the big tickets are going to be like King, Samir, Tsubasa, and like Zero. It's probably, or Coco. Those are all good. Is it possible to do good in in-game with an SR if you really like them? Yeah, it's definitely possible. NA is very strong. You guys are sleeping on NA. I'm telling you, NA's insane. Hilda. Yeah, something like that. Oh no, not Hilda. Don't get me started on Hilda. I tried so hard to make that thing work in the closed beta. It is... Nope. Nope. This is not good, not good. Hello. Welcome, MX. Appreciate you stopping by. Unfortunately, I am about to head out soon. So rough timing, but there will be more streams tomorrow, though. No worries. Raid him, bro. How do you raid? I don't know how to raid on YouTube. I wish I could figure that out. That'd be cool. Is Hilda really that bad? Yeah, Hilda's pretty rough. Do I recommend re-rolling? If you're straight free to play, you could re-roll. You just got here. What's up? What's up, Redefine? NA highest damage auto attacks, by the way. Sleeper OP? Yep, I think so. It is Sleeper. No problem. It's GZG. Tell your subscriber do raid. What does that mean? Tell my subscribers do raid. You guys are gonna have to help me out. I'm not like the Tap on link. Tap on link. What? What? Oh, like link something and then do raid. That's what you're saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. Is there anybody streaming YouTube right now besides me? I wonder. For Tower? What exactly do you spam? You just hold down you hold down left click. You stand still and you hold down left click. That's literally what you do. Yeah, watch. Yeah, that's a good one. Laces. Yeah, I'd like to raid somebody that I know, if that makes sense, because I don't know what kind of content they produce and stuff like that. So if there was somebody that I knew on that was doing that, that would be something I'd do. Is this game released? It's not out yet. Yeah, unfortunately. It'll be out tomorrow. So roughly like 22 hours. All right, I think that's going to be it for me, everyone. Appreciate you guys stopping in by the stream. Definitely appreciate everyone watching and coming by. Hopefully that answers a lot of people's questions. We will be streaming again tomorrow, right before the launch. And then I will be streaming the launch so you can watch me power level and speed run through all the way up to level 18. And then I'm going to start doing, I'm going to complete the story and I'm going to start doing all the other stuff that's necessary. So if you want to see what I'm doing and match that, feel free to tune in. So I'll probably start tomorrow, probably around 6 p.m. EST, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. I'll go ahead and keep you guys posted on the Discord and on Twitter and everything like that, of course. And, you know, it should be a fun day. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. I'm going to pull for Nemesis. Wish me luck. I'm going to get that 6-star. Hopefully I don't have to spend, you know, all the money in the world. That would be great. And, well, hopefully the war chest isn't too hurting after that. You're going to sub and join Discord? I appreciate that. Appreciate that, my Karu. All right. You guys have a good one. I will catch you guys next time. See you later.